Welcome back to Titan Esports. We're here for week 2 of the Titan Divinity League with Funny Business Salesman versus Cerberus. You did mention in the draft there, Heat. Let's look at the top lane. Ulti Mice off the rip here. Level 2 advantage, and we see another kill. The hostile takeover comes through. The trade is not quite there yet. Alpha, you're gonna have to kill the Nocturne right beside you. It actually ends up doing that. This Yone is very tanky, but Ultimice is taking over the fight for the moment. Double kill goes over to the Vex, and Gabriel's here as well. The Q3 take down the mid lane tower. Barolo's gone in, but at Barolo, I don't know if you want this play. There's the Arctic Assault plus the Glacial Prison. Onto Rakan they go, who went into the quickness. Take up for the team. In with the quickness goes Barolo. Gonna stun up a lot of members. The charm will land. It's actually going to be the Shen that takes the Drake, but the Fate Seal there from Alpha is huge. Flash is going to get him away, and this guy's got so much healing. I don't think there's any healing reduction on the side of Cerberus, and he's just gonna chop the Rakan to pieces. Are you serious? Lieutenant Flowers is next. But the Keeper's Verdict will not knock anyone away. An Encore onto 3 is big, but do they have the damage to take out the rest of Cerberus in this fight? Very talented. No Flash is going to drop a fight that is going to dictate the pace of this entire mid game. And there is a massive Impale that's going to go down onto 2. Very talented is taken off the board immediately. Ultimice into the back line, but immediately exhausted by Corey, and now has to retreat. Lieutenant Flowers frontlining for the moment, getting very low. Batman about to fall. 1 HP. That's a huge seismic shove, though. It's going to knock 2 backliners into the entirety of FPS. They are outplaying their opponents right now, but Ultimice is on the board with the first kill for the side of Cerberus. We're here. The fight is going down. It's FPS that gets the first kill. The beat drop will stun up Barlow, and into the fight goes Figure, and that will be the 2-0 for FPS.
Jhin ult plays range, Karthus ult in the Requiem. Hold on though, we have a scuffle in the mid lane. But yeah, it's Finita to try and run in with the hook shot. We'll find Phoenix. The Flash Devour. What a selfless play for Mr. Speed to try to get the Wukong out. And it's still Phoenix that's up. The teleport back. Here is the turn. It's Soul Poppy. Finita from dying to the minions. But we flash back to the main big team fight where it is Pentaflex coming out on top. Reset for outplayed. Double Cyclone knockup. And exactly what we talked about needs to happen for Pentaflex. Forces the Devoured safely for Mr. Shmee. They're going to spit out Outflay, but he gets pulled in with the Crushing Maw, and the Curtain Call is raking across the fight. All right, Cyclone out for Phoenix. Pyrosis will get the sleep out. Good heal, and here comes Lord Tubington's usage on the Soraka. A wish upon a star grants Pyrosis his life. Borla Lord Tubington, but they don't want to exit. They're entering to a fight win. That flash from Borla was very aggressive. Only gets 1 kill. Wasn't going to get seismic shoved. They sent out the needlework coming across it from Nitai, but once again, there's not enough damage just yet until Borla brings it across. Asian Jason with the reset. They have the ace in the hole for a second. Another possession for Asian Jason. Gives himself a black shield so he can hit the dark binding, and that means that they can just send the Volibear to the background. Soul Poppy with the Stormbringer. Look at the damage on this Volibear. He's just healing through it all. For a moment, they have a 4 versus 1, but Soul Poppy likes those odds. Jumps in, won't find the first kill. The heals come across. Asian Jason looking for a big possession. Goes for the second Heartbreaker. The Rock is getting all of her value, but it doesn't look like it's enough. Lord Tubington will have to flash away. Borla trying to play on the front line with the Caitlyn. The heals, are they going to be enough? It's going to have to be up to Finita jumping in with the needlework, but he's just not finding any of the kills. And the Severing Bowl, the Spout Despair, it all hits her for no turf, but that play was all done by Phoenix until Finita roams in with the flash. But right now, there's not much to sustain with the Between Worlds Paranoia combination. Pop goes the Weasel that is Pentaflex. 2 picks found. No turf barely survives. Phoenix is going to get flashed on by Finita. They have shields. They have a Nautilus. There's the Encore out into the Between Worlds Paranoia combo. And once more, you prove them right, because they just knock it down. Who needs Finita when you make absolute artwork with your ultimates? The first punch will be thrown between worlds, but Finita on the back line is the executioner. Judge and jury not needed tonight, folks, because it's all of Finita out. And in goes Asian Jason. The entire fortified, sustained front line of Pentaflex was once again meticulously pulled, torn, scrapped apart. That's a 2-0 South Hill Scrapper squad.
Oh, here we go. But the counter gank is in. In goes Coco Punch, but the exhaust goes immediately down onto him. But the burst is still good enough. It's going to be first blood for Yellow. Aura here as Weaver's Wall will come through. It's a little bit late for Brutanium, but I don't think late enough. I'm tired of getting bullied around here. I'm trying to get my game back in order, but there's a massive bullet time. It's going to be blocked up here by the Unbreakable Shield, so that's going to be some solid value for TFF. But the wallets, they got too much cash inside of them. for DOV. They're Jeff Bezos on the Rift, and there's nothing that Eclipse can do about this. Remember, Amumu has a second one, and that one will land on Gabriel Leo, who does have a flash of their own, but the space cannot be bought here from the Viego to finish off the kill, but then again, he can in the nick of time. But Caxis, they can successfully take down the TFF support, but the play will continue on to Nintendo. Weaver's wall will nicely cut him off. Gonna use the flash, though. Caxis went in. That's a huge ultimate there, and the Impale to follow it is just beautiful. The counterplay right now from the Knights is perfect. That's 2 kills to the Skarner, but do not count out the Alawi. The tentacles will go down and deal tons of damage. Warlock wants to make their mark on this game. There is so much that this Amumu can do, but I might have just caster cursed the Caxi right here, right now, as this is a big fight right now for Eclipse. They get the tower, but they get the first kill. They actually get 2. They get 3.
Done there.
There's a seismic shove onto Gabriel Leo, who has summon timbers available, but Chalupa's just going to go right on top of him. They're going to burst the Annie before the summon timbers can even go down. Impale onto 2 is big. Curse of the Sad Mummy onto Coco Puffs, who tries to get a reset for themselves and is able to do so. Gets a little bit of HP for themselves, but now they drop. Here comes the Nature's Grasp. It's going to root up the Alawi. That's a massive Impale, and Alawi hasn't been able to get the ultimate off yet, but there's going to be the healing. It's huge. They actually get the first kill. Can they take him out? Yes, they can, but the fight is still very close. Nintendo is free hitting onto Kali G, but Kali G is tanky as ever. Here comes the Weaver's Wall for the Talia to join the play. Yellow Aura dropping very low. The seismic shove will land, and they just don't have enough in the tank. DOV Knights, they remain undefeated.
It's a lot, finds a Q3, engage, flash straight on forward into the stun. He's going to be able to find this Ari. Zen's going to be able to come in with a divide between worlds. Udyr has to flash on away, but Swift3 is able to find the trade-off. The 1-for-1 into the bot lane right now, while Stitch is dropping extremely low. Firing off shots left, right, and centers. Nayar's going to be able to use the Hextech Ultimatum into the Mega Inferno Bomb onto his M. It's a ton of damage, and the Bunny has to flash away. And Nayar, looking for the stun off, is going to be able to find it. Now Indigo's next to the target, has to burn that barrier, but he was aiming for the Camille, I think, but ended up rooting It's So Loud there on the Yon, and Split Breed just going ham on the Trundle, able to find it, but the shutdown goes into the favor of the Zig.
Great job there, actually making sure that they didn't let any of the threats come through.
Under the turret, divide between worlds onto this. Camille should go down. We'll find Narcissus presses him straight up against the wall into the Impale. I really unable to do much of anything in his end with the execution. He's going to be able to find it on the Carson, forced to bring the flash away, but the Whale's going to be able to slow him out up, and it's a double kill for this Carson. There's an Ash Arrow. It beams directly onto It's So Loud, and the way damage is there. Find the kill off. Braum gets the stun onto his M. The Darius extremely low. I really stun comes on out. Can It's So Loud finish the kill? Yes, he can. And look at Hazem though. Hazem trying to find Petty. Has Ghost running straight for the 80 carry. Doesn't get stunned on up, and Stitch has to retreat. And the Karthus is already falling. A 5v4 on the board already. Nayar gets impaled. It's a loud trade. Paranoia comes on. Ow, they're trying to find a kill over onto the Jarvan. Can they get it? That's a 2-minute shockwave and it's Cataclysm. And looking to potentially go on up to the top side. Can he be able to find a kill? The shockwave's going to be no, that's the wrong champion. As Cataclysm into the backside. Stitch is the one completely engaged on. Nayar falls. It's a double kill for Indigo. Can he continue to push on forward though? Trying to fire back against Petty. That AP Kog'Maw does a ton of damage though, but are the Varus autos do more? Yup, they do. And he's starting to fire back onto Split Breed too. He finds a double. Stitch hiding in the bush. They're going for the engage. The polymorph straight on over to the Nautilus. It's 2-man Cataclysm, but the Lulu one's going to be committed. You're fighting on top of everyone. Paranoia comes on out. The TP from the Tristana is going to be a little bit late to the fight. Hazam's already been able to find the best of the enemy jungler. And Stitch is next on the hit list. Hazam going to get Counter-Strike rooted on up as It's So Loud trying to find the engage onto Indigo, but it does not realistically matter. This is going to be the 5v5 of the century here as it goes straight in. The Shockwave actually ends up missing. That's big for the side of Team G. They want to be able to turn this fight around. Paranoia comes on out. They're trying to engage onto the Jax. The Lulu's going to be able to get that knock up straight onto the Jarvan, who's choked down to about quarter of HP by this Kog'Maw. Needs to be able to land the smite. Is able to land the smite. It's a 2-3-man make it root. Nayar goes in for the engage. Procs the dominance, but it's just going to get bursted straight on down. Cataclysm finds 2 in the back line. Gerardo Gaming said you got lucky in game number 1, Team G. But for the rest of this series, we are putting you back in the dirt.